The dealings in Gotham. Let's talk about it. Some people might call it fatigue. We got time today. This is not based on one particular race, a people, gender. Nope. This is everyday people in Gotham. As in souls, lost souls. The souls of Gotham. Soul fatigue. If no one addresses it, they'll continue comfortable. The fatigue in Gotham. Here's the thing. It doesn't matter who you are. It doesn't matter what career you're in. This is Gotham. The fatigue is real. Let you not be a security guard, a police officer. Let you not be in that career. Where you're the first responders. Responders that are obligated by law, at least, Because anyone can respond, but by law, by law, the one thing that you better have is covering. That's it. It doesn't matter where you go. It doesn't matter where you move to. This is Gotham. People say, "Oh, I'm gonna move this the suburban area. I'm gonna move up to this higher level in this building of this condo." You're still in Gotham. They don't find that out until they find it out. But you should know that. Doesn't matter who you are. They don't care. These souls, lost souls, don't care. They don't care. These demons don't care. What do they have to lose? They don't have nothing to lose. That's fun for them to roam around and be hostile, attack. And interrogate people unprovoked. These demons do not care. And let them not have you as a worker. Let you not be their server. Oh, they're gonna make it so horrible for you. Like if they could walk, they're not gonna walk. If they could help, they're not gonna help. It's fun for them to cause ruckus. They don't care. What do they have to lose? That's just how they're programmed. You know, misery likes company, those sort of things. They're the ones when you look around, they're always looking for something, looking for trouble, looking for an issue. They came looking for one. That's why nothing made sense. It doesn't make sense. You're going to try to understand them, but there's nothing to understand. They came to start an issue. These are the ones that when you're around them because you have to be, they want to get you fired. They want to make your work harder. Again, trying to find an issue, waiting to report you. Snakes. This is Gotham. These are the ones that people go out with and they secretly are there to steal from you, rob you, hurt you. These are the ones that go around infecting people. Yeah. These souls, these demons. And they're all around us. We work among them. We shop among them. They're in society. They're in Gotham. Do we really have a choice? Do we really, really have a choice? When they put innocent people behind bars. Most of the time, they're behind bars for lengthy periods of time, but not the demons. For some reason, they always get off easy. They're always back out on the streets for some reason. Like they release them for a reason. These are the ones that don't want to work, don't want to do their parts living here in society, in the system. Not only that, but they beg. I don't get it. Like, if you're going to, I guess, live off the grid, then live off the grid. Do you? But no, these are certain individuals where they don't want to work, they can. I mean, just, again, work to get the money. But instead, they choose not to work at all. You would think, okay, they don't want to work the traditional way, work for someone. So, okay, they want to be their own boss. But no, that's not the case for these demons in Gotham. They don't want to work at all. They don't want to do anything but beg for your hard earned money. Yeah. And then they'll curse you if you don't give them what they ask for, what they don't deserve, what they don't work for. Again, it's fun to them because nothing makes sense when it comes to them. You try to understand them, there's nothing to understand. They're there to cause ruckus. That's their program. They're the same ones that are in these mental institutes taking up beds, right? Taking up beds, taking up time, taking up workers' tax money. Same ones getting a free meal, a free bed, Still not working. No, taking up our hard earned money. They find it some way. If they can't get it from us directly, they're still gonna get it somehow, some way in Gotham. Mm, mm, mm. Taking up time and energy. Taken away from people that have actual issues. There's the one with the issue, and then there's just the demon. And we know what we do to the demons. We put them in dungeons. They don't go into institutes. They'll slaughter the whole freaking people in there. They didn't come to get better. This is who they are. This is their program. That's why none of those tactics work. None of those medications, nothing. These are those individuals. Yeah. Mhm. In these places, getting princess treatment, like living in hotels, like getting better housing than us. Like something ain't right in Gotham. Something is not right. These demons is living lavish and not even working for it. You question how they living in these condos, free pooling, free indoor gym, got bowling alleys, got rooftop grills. How can they afford it if they not work? If they not choosing to work, how are they getting this? How? How are they receiving this? Who's giving it to them? Who's taking allegiance with these demons? You find out that it's taken from your check. How about that? It ain't not been taken from. Whew, I was about to say something. Thank God my spirit stopped me. It ain't being taken from the man up top. It ain't being taken from their hands. Nah, it ain't being taken from the CEO's pockets, from his home. Shoot, he on vacation. Like he ain't worried. You find out it's being taken from the peasant's paycheck. Wow. Wow. You would have thought, okay, money's created, right? It's man made, so they're just giving them just money. No, it's coming from your paycheck. How about that? Gotham fatigue. Oh, do you know Gotham also allows in foreigners? You know that? But you can't stop there because that could be a great thing. Like, welcome to America, the place where you're gonna work for a living, where you're gonna lose your culture because you have no choice but to work and sleep. If you can't do that, and you better make it on time. And if you have enough to eat, but welcome. No, 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 no. This is they let them in only to provide them with the necessities. Yeah, great. But you find out it's being taken from your check. How about that? You find out they in hotels and condos because they need somewhere to go. They need somewhere to live. You find out that they giving free cell phones, 80% off, discounts. You say, oh, great, that sounds really nice. Like, I hope I get that treatment when I go cross country, but great though. You find out it's from your paycheck. Anyone ask me how I felt? Did anyone ask me how I felt? Did anyone ask for permission? When I had to struggle to just get to work, I barely even made it. I almost got fired. Did anyone ask me? Did anyone ask me if I paid my rent? How much my rent is? Did anyone ask me if I'm head of the household? Am I the only one with all my expenses and my shit and my? No one. Oh, but it's taken out of my paycheck, given to them. Okay. So it's not only being given to demons of the Gotham City, but it's also given to foreigners that was never born here, but's coming here for a new life, a new way. Huh. Okay. Have I met them? Have I met this person that's receiving my money? My hard-earned money. The little bit of money that I can barely pay my rent, and my light bill, and my gas bill, and my phone bill, and my Uber expenses, and my internet. Because everything is electronic now. What about my taxes when I have to pay that? What about insurance when I need that? What about emergencies? What about my food? Anyone else paying that? Huh? No one ever asked me how I felt. But it's just taken, only to be given to people that I haven't even met. Hello, how are you? Nothing. Who are you? Like, what's up? Do you even like me? Do you even know me? You find out it's given to someone that's racist against you. Like, what? You find out it's being given to people that would never even talk to you, give you the time of day. Gotham fatigue. I tell you, Gotham fatigue. But I've made a live about this, the money situation where they're gonna do what they want with their money. They're gonna take it because it's monopoly, it's their money, and they're gonna do what they want to do with it. So yeah, they're taking your money and giving it to who they want to give it to. We're gonna have an issue with it. Of course we are, because we work for the money, but is it ever gonna change? No, not really. If we keep taking what's theirs, right? We take and give and take and give. Like, it's a system that they created. They do whatever they want in a system that they created. Mm-mm-mm. the dealings in Gotham. You can't get away from these demons. You can't get away. You just better know that you're covered. Because they're out to rob, steal, and take away. And you see these YouTube videos of people unfortunate in unfortunate situations. Everyday people trying to do the best they can and can't get a break. They thought they could move across country, but nope. The demons were there too. Some people wish they were a different race, then found out it happens to every race. People thought, oh, if I just change the color of my skin, you fool. They don't care. They never cared. They never cared. You just better hope you're covered. That's it. Don't try moving away for that reason. Don't try trying to change the way you walk and talk for that reason. No, they don't care. You can be mean, you can be nice. You can be tall, you can be short. You can be black, you can be white. You can be a male or a female. You can look strong or look weak. They don't care. These Gotham rats don't care because they're out to eat, steal, and take away. When they get hungry, you just best not be in the way. You better be covered. That's it. That is it. If they are allowed to be here, if they keep allowing them to come in, if they don't give them a lengthy sentence and they keep releasing them, well, what do you expect? Because oh wait, if you think that you're gonna take it in your hands, yeah, you better know where you're at, know the laws and the regulations in this system. You're going to end up being behind bars for a lengthy time, and they're still going to be out here terrorizing. Yeah, they're going to be still out here, and you're going to be serving a sentence because you tried to get vengeance. You tried to, do some justice, if I must say. You just better be covered. That's it. And acknowledge these things like I'm doing. Just acknowledge it. Just make ruckus about it. They make ruckus, we make ruckus. But we don't do hate crime. We don't do that. We don't do discriminating things. We just talk about it generally as a collective, that it's not just one particular type of people. It's not a particular type of place or a gender. No, it's everyone. It's everyone that the shoe fits. They know who they are. It's their soul. It's the rats. It's the demons. It's those sort of people. Yeah. And they just happen to be in a black suit or a white suit or a green suit. They just happen to be a woman or a man or this sort of thing. They just happen to be, hiding behind those things. But it's their soul. They're lost. They're demonic. They're low. lower than low. And you know what's the worst thing? You got to take care of these demons. Yeah, they're like the biggest. Ugh. What would you call it? Just burden. They're just the biggest burden. Because, like I said earlier, if they could walk, they won't. If they could talk, they won't. They will start acting like something's actually wrong with them. Again, they don't have mental issues. They're not supposed to be in mental institutes. They're demonic. They should be in a dungeon, bound. But no, they're released. They're free here. Gotham City, Gotham world. It has spread. You just better be covered. You know, these are the certain individuals, the souls, that you find out that they did something bad to children. You know, let's say if they were a healthcare worker, you find that this healthcare worker did something bad to the babies. Yeah, they're everywhere. You know, I'm trying to watch what I say, the words that I say. I usually say these words, but I'll watch myself because we know we're grown. We know exactly what I'm saying. They do bad things. The innocents, the children, the babies, and they're in these fields. See, it doesn't matter what field you are in. It's the soul that's in these hosts, these bodies. And these bodies have to work and pick a career and shop and sleep and eat, do regular things that we all have to do. They date. They're at these clubs, on these dating apps. Ugh. Ugh. You should feel disgusted by it. If you ever on them, leave now. Delete your account now. Better now than later. Save yourself. Save what's left of you. Save your health. Save yourself. Save yourself. Save yourself. Yeah. You know, these people have been doing this for so long. These demons and these hosts, they've been doing this for so long that they're such a great actor. They're such a great actor. You literally have to always approach everyone with integrity, sternness, like how I am. And they don't like it, yeah, I don't care. And you see them instantly. When you approach them very stern, like, hello, how are you? Who are you type vibe, you instantly see them. They instantly come out. Yeah. And they'll keep their distance from you. Mm-hmm. You're not playing that game. You approach everyone the same. You gotta watch out. Stop always trying to, make people like you and seem a certain way. Like, no, you're in Gotham, my guy. You're in Gotham, my girl. Like, don't be surprised when you go on vacation and something happens to you. because you were trying to be nice. Just be you, but be stern. Like you don't know these people. Stop listening to what people expect from you. Like, oh, we are expected to always listen. No, I'm not listening to you. I don't know you. Common sense. Like, when did we get into this society trend where it's just like, it ain't even society trends. I mean, it's trends now. There's different titles for it, but I mean, we've all become so systematic. We don't even use our common sense. Whatever the system says, it goes. But no, so be it. Be the rebellious person. Be that rebellious woman. Be that rebellious man. Like, be that person that you see in movies and stories. Because really, why do you have to? Why do you have to listen? You don't have to do anything. Sir, I don't know you. I'm supposed to follow you? I'm gonna ask questions though. I'm not supposed to. Yes, I am supposed to. Didn't your mom always said ask questions? Know who this person is. Know where you're going. Look both ways. Always look behind you. I'm supposed to. That's when your instincts should start kicking in. But you're not supposed to be stern because stern means you're mean. Okay, I'll be mean then. Stay away from me. Great. Don't talk to me. Don't be interested in me. Great. Walk away. It saves you. It saves you from being a potential victim, being being something that you don't want to be, being somewhere that you shouldn't be. Great. That's your defense because they don't like someone that's strong, someone that is on high alert, someone that just asks questions. I mean, my goodness. Yeah, these demons, these souls, they're lost. They're crazy. They don't care. Gotham, fatigue. These are people that you were raised among, people that are in your family, people you call cousin. Behind those titles, there is a soul. And you don't know these people as well as you think because you're not with them 24/7. No, no. You're not with them when they're alone. You're not with them in their thoughts. You're not with them when they choose their decisions. No. But these people hide behind those things, hide behind the host, hide behind those titles. But these are rats. These are infected rats that want to infect you, infect the world. They don't care. And if they want to be strategic, they will dress the part. They will look very clean from the surface. Like for me, I've never been that type of person where. Now, let me say this: it is nice to look nice and get make yourself look presentable, appropriate. But for me, I'm just saying that I'm a woman, and I myself I don't put too much like I don't put too much into my looks or like how I dress. If I feel comfortable, I feel comfortable. You know, it's not really a big thing to me when it comes to what I'm gonna put on. Mm, I'm just like, let me put some. When I wear jeans, let me just grab some jeans and let me grab a t-shirt and my jean jacket or something. It's just like as long as I'm clothed, right? So I'll say that first. That I myself, you know, I don't put too much energy into that. It's just as long as I'm comfortable and I'm clothed. But you need to be mindful because these demons, I'm talking about the demon ones, not just everyday people that want to look presentable and want to put energy into their looks in that way. No, the demons, they will do all that they need to do to sway you. I mean, come on, they've been in this game for a long time. They know what people like to see. And if you're that type of woman or man that cares about those things, like, oh, he needs to be dressed, always dressed up. Well, don't be surprised if you come across a demon that you didn't know it was because they were dressed up, presentable, always looking really nice and clean. But all along was dirty, wretched, out to destroy, turned your whole house upside down. Was a predator of children. Yeah. And you're just left just stunned because how could this man that looked so good kept himself so together? He was so strategic with it. I could have never believed it. Yeah, but you should have still knew in the back of your mind that anyone is capable of anything because it's the soul of the person. It's the soul of these demons. The Dylans in Gotham. They're everywhere. Everywhere. You just better be covered. That's it. No one can save you. Nothing can save you but the covering of Jesus Christ, the covering of Father. Yeah, that's it. You better hope you have angels. When it comes to the evil one, the evil ones, because that's when you need the covering the most. That's when God should be like, yeah, 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 not my daughter. You're not getting through. You see, it's different. These demonic entities are different from just any ordinary person that just is not perfect. You want protection from them too, right? Protection from people that don't have good intentions. But we've all been around people that have not good intentions and we learned from it. We realize people don't have good intentions if they just don't have good intentions. But what you don't want is to be around and to have someone near you that's evil. That's deep because they're out to destroy. That unintentional, not intentional person. Yeah, they lied to you. Yeah, Yeah, they probably even stole from you. Yeah. Cheated on you. Yeah. And again, you want protection from them as well, but we don't always do. But what you don't want is have an evil one among you. To be sleeping with one, to invite one into your home. You want protection. You need it. Because that's when you find out on First 48. That's when you find out on Law and Crime. That's when you find these stories. Like, what? These people were out to destroy. They couldn't just walk away or just cheat or steal or lie to you. No. These souls were out to destroy you. They couldn't just move on and just leave. No. These weren't just ordinary people that felt that their life mattered. Because if you thought your life mattered, it wouldn't matter the situation. You would say, well, they're lost, and you'd leave. You'd be upset, you'd be sad, you'd cry, but you'd get over it because you know you got a life that matters. You know that someone will love you and like you for you. Eventually, you'd find it. Or if not, you just continue on your journey and you pray about it. But no, they don't care. They have nothing to lose. They're programmed that way to destroy. Yeah, you got to be covered. You know, this could hit home for someone. Someone you know, someone you knew. It could have been you. But no one should ever have to no one should ever have to be among that. Be among an entity like that. The evil one. Their soul comes from the evil one. Whoa. That is scary. That is disheartening because of the victims, the innocent people that are no longer living because of them. You know, it should take there's so many other ways. You have so many other chances to leave. But they don't. They want to destroy. Does that person deserve to be in a mental institute? No. They deserve to be in a dungeon. Does this entity deserve to only get 5, 10 years? No. They deserve a life sentence of isolation. Do these people, these souls deserve the electric chair or lethal injection? No. They deserve to live with what they've done for eternity. But this is what they get, this is what they receive. In Gotham. Yeah, it's depressing, isn't it? To hear about such things. But it's the truth. And it just needs to be addressed. Because it's the truth. The truth is not supposed to be kept in, sealed, hidden. Yeah, we can try to act like it doesn't exist, but that's not good. And then pop goes the weasel. You're surprised. Well, we've never had those sort of inci- incidences happen, right? We've never had these things happen before in our neighborhood or in our family, or I never knew this person to be this way. Yeah, but you shouldn't be surprised. It only takes a choice. Yeah, these are the dark things. Yeah, these are the dark things that hide behind anything. They're just hiding. They're in plain sight. They're just hiding behind titles and positions and careers. They're hiding behind you. They're on your back. You just can't see it. Yeah. They're eating off you. They're feeding off you. They're in your homes, in your beds. You're giving your body to them. If you could only see it, if you could only see that entity in them, that's why you have to be stern. You have to be firm. For the most part. And then, as you start to get to know them, then they get to know more of you, all the sides of you, your softer sides, yeah, your fun side. But we don't know you. I need to see. My spirit needs to tell me. It's going to discern for me. If you start feeling some way around a person, don't question it. Just trust it. You ain't gotta say nothing. You ain't gotta tell no one anything. Because, again, you could be wrong, right? But are you wrong, really? That's what I mean. Don't say anything. It's just for you, though. For you, they're just not for you. You don't want to be around them. For you, you don't really want to talk to them. For you, their energy is not mashing with you. So there's nothing to say to anyone about it. It's for you to silently walk away. Silently say you're not interested. And that's okay. Yeah, it's them. It's them when you find out that you hear that someone denied them. And what they do, they hurt that person. They hurt that person just because they weren't interested. See? Now you got people out here having to lie just to be safe. Isn't that sad in Gotham? You gotta give your fake number out because you're in fear that they might harm you if you tell them no. You got to tell them no. You got to tell them no. It's a no for me. It's a double no. It's a double whammy. But that's the thing. Where am I telling these people no? I personally, no one really comes up to me. Let's just be real. Like, I don't go anywhere, so that helps. And then if I am going somewhere, it's not in like dark places. Like, it's not in the most darkest places where you'd find most of these entities, these demons. Mm-mm. I wouldn't be surprised if you find out, oh, it happened after a club or something like that, or after they were drinking and the spirits come out, they show themselves. Yeah, I'm not surprised. But for the most part, you'd have to find me, honey, because I'm not out here in the streets where I'm just having to say no, 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 maybe yeah, no, maybe no. No. And even when you're at work, for the most part, ain't nobody coming up to me. We all working. And when we not working, we trying to rest from the work. Just everyone is just irritated, trying to survive it, trying to get home, thinking about sleep, thinking about what we gonna eat, thinking about what the next check gonna be, thinking about hopefully they don't take too many taxes from it, like and give it to the demons. Yeah, give it to the lost souls. Give it to foreigners that don't even like us. Like you thinking about that? Yeah, you thinking about that? Plus, most men out here are homosexual, so yeah, like it's really easy nowadays. Like no one really be approaching you. Well, approaching me. Let me speak for myself. And then it ain't like I'm looking for it. Mm-mm. I ain't dressed the part. I'm just listen. I just rolled out of bed. Um, put my attire on because I have to. I can't just put a t-shirt on. I gotta dress the part and then make it on time. Barely. I'm in a rush, honey. So I'm not even looking. I'm not seeing nobody. I gotta clock in because I'm like 1 minute from being late. You hear me? You hear me? Shoot. Yeah. I am not trying to join the community. I will be sitting by myself. Thank you. I like my peace and quiet. So I'm giving that energy. So yeah, that helps too. I'm not over here like, hey guys, what's going on? Fill me in. What did I miss? What's the gossip? What did Susie do last week? She did. No, let Susie live. I don't care. Susie, do you, boo? Do you? Cause I'm just trying to deal. I'm patiently waiting for Jesus Christ. That's what I'm doing. Anybody else wants to do that? Shoot. Well, then leave me alone. Leave me out of it. So yeah, when do you have the time? Like, what? Who's trying to come at you? Like, when do you have to tell them no? Where are you at? What? Who are you around to have to tell them no? Shoot, word spreads easily in these places. So if you tell if you tell one person, no, I don't think so, or I'm not really interested, no thank you, they're gonna tell their friends and tell their friends like, oh yeah, she's too this, she's too tough, yeah, she kind of seems stern. Okay, good. Now everybody gets the memo. That's a great thing. We should all take that gossip as great. We should all take it as a great thing. Yeah, let that be my reputation. Let me be misunderstood, please. Leave me alone, because I don't want you. And I definitely don't want to be misled by any of these demons that's in disguise, right? Looking all clean and fine. No, no, no. Stay away from me, please. So really, it's a blessing. That's the covering. That's part of the covering, because it's just like, yeah, stay true to yourself. Stay true. Don't be so wanting to prove yourself in the world and to people. No, let them come to you. Let them come to you where you're at in your life. And most times, most of these people, they want someone that's just most of these people, they are looking for something that they're not. They're looking for someone that has their ish together when they don't even have it together. Or maybe they have their ish together and they're looking for someone that has their ish together. Okay, well, they deserve each other. Great. But me, I'm trying to figure myself out. So please, if that's what you're looking for, yeah, you're not gonna want me. You're not gonna look for me. Please, that's good. Keep me hidden. Keep me hidden. Just like females, they like, oh, he needs to have this, he needs to have that, he needs to make this amount of money. Okay, well, if I was a man, please, thank God. That's a blessing, because I don't want you. You know what I mean? Like, if I was a man, I wouldn't want those women. I would not want you. So thank God, if I was a man and I didn't have this, I didn't make this amount of money, that's a blessing. That is a blessing, and that's a whole nother thing. That's a whole nother discussion. Yeah. It is a blessing. It is a covering, because it keeps you hidden in a way. It keeps the spotlight off you, right? It keeps those demons and those lost souls away. Swiper no swipey. Swiper no swipey. Swiper no swipey. Thank God, in this world, well, not even in this world, the soul that I am, I'm not superficial, not even a little bit. Like, I've never been, like I said, I've always been like growing up a tomboyish. Well, when I was a kid, that's what I was called. But I wouldn't consider myself a tomboy. It's just I'm just like regular chill person. Like, I don't care about needing to wear my hair some way. I'm gonna wear it how I feel. I'm gonna wear it. I'm gonna wear it how it's easier and convenient for me. Like, if I'm running late, look, we're gonna just have to put it down, put it up, put it sideways, braid it a little here. Like, that's it. I'm not thinking about you. Shoot. If anything, I'm just trying to look good for me. Like, let me look good for me. Can I look good for me? It's just like losing pounds for someone. I need to lose pounds for myself. What am I worried about how you see me? I need to see myself in the highest way. Hey, it's enough pressure for myself. Why would I put more pressure on me because of what the world expects or what this person may think? I'm not trying to think that way. So it is a blessing, and it is a covering. And I said you need to be covered from God in the Gotham. This ain't just the city, it is the world. This is Gotham world. With these entities, these demons that are not in dungeons, but instead are your co-workers, your family members, in these mental institutes where we have to take care of them. How about that? Serve them. Serve them milk and honey. How about that? That's crazy works. Where they when they take your tax money, eating off your tax money. You ain't not know unfair until you know this. Unjust. Yeah, Gotham. You know, these are your next door neighbors. You find out they're predators. Oh my God. You find out that this person done been released for serving 25 after serving 25 years for molesting children, and they your next door neighbor. Oh my God. And no one told you. No one told you. I just find it very sketchy because maybe I need to do some more updated research because I don't really do research like that. But I will say this. I will say this that how like again, I'm no expert. I'm just going off my soul. Isn't it that if you're a predator, you can be in proximity of like children, but for some reason this neighborhood you live in is full with kids, and you next door from them. Am I missing something? Or is there some leniency when it comes to where you live? Because you should really be in a dungeon, but instead you still able to live in apartments filled with innocents. So I guess the law doesn't count when it comes to where you get to live. I don't get it. Like I thought you weren't supposed to be in proximity. What, to your own kids? I mean, save all kids. You can still have kids. Save all kids. All kids matter. All children matter. From you, like, yeah, save them from you. Like, I don't get it. Am I missing something? Do I need to do research? No, I don't need to do research because this is common sense. Whatever they wrote in their doctrine is a lie. It's written in our hearts and our souls to know the truth. Yeah, think about that. They next door, they your next door neighbor. How about that? How about that? They from a different country, been predatory over there, then came over here acting all innocent. How about that? Won't even tell nobody. Somebody got to tell you. Somebody got to remind you. You just better be covered. Because that's the only thing going to save you. That wasn't funny. It was just a mechanism. But listen, you got to be covered. Because it's deep. It's deep out here. I mean, predatory. Predators. You know, like the ones that will kidnap your child on the playground? Whoa. That's why you should never turn away. I mean, for God's sake, these are babies. They should be glued. I mean, again, I'm barren, but spiritually I have children. These are all my babies. That is why I'm speaking of it. Thank you. I have a right. I am a spiritual mother. I care for them. But because I haven't birthed one, that makes me illegitimate? Lies. So, like I was saying, you gotta be glued to them. These are babies. You know how, like, a baby, they're fragile? You gotta be careful. Well, you have to be careful. Like, again, things happen, but let's just be real about it. How is it that these children are being taken at playgrounds? Like, how is that even possible? Like, do we need security guards at playgrounds? Do we need, like, certain aides to guard the playground? Yeah, maybe so. If these predators are just loose in Gotham. Like, I don't get it. The moment that I can't see one of my babies, my heart is dropping. Because it's like, wait, hold up. Hold up. Wherever they go, you go. If they're sliding down the slide, be right there at the slide. You should really be playing with them, honestly. They're running around. Okay, we're running around. Especially if this is not your home, right? This is not your yard. But this is happening. You get an Amber Alert of a child taken, kidnapped, a car pulled up and snatched the child out of the driveway. How? How? Like, this is a child. It's not a teenager. This is not an adult. This is like a baby. Child locks. Hello? Well, did the child leave unattended? How'd they get out the house? We just gotta do better. I mean, for ourselves, let alone if you're having children or just have children in your life, we have to be very careful. Because there's predatory people out here waiting for the chance to snatch them and do Lord knows with them. And it shouldn't take for us to chip our children to know exactly where they're at. That's defeating the purpose of being a responsible adult. Yeah, in Gotham, you have to. You have to just do the extra. Especially when you're dealing with children, not just yourself. You got to be covered for yourself, and then you got to cover your children. Before you cover yourself, you got to cover the babies. They're depending on you. Just like when something happens, God forbid, they're looking for you to save them. They're going to call you, Mommy, Daddy. You know, this is when you have no choice but to put your pride aside, your ego, right? All the selfish things that you thought were selfless. Like all the things, right? Because it changes your fate, it changes your path, your journey. It's like, skirt, hold on. I can't even live for me anymore. I have to live for them, my baby. Because I could stay home. I could stay home and just do me in my sanctuary in peace and quiet. But no, this baby deserves more than that. I have to change my ways. I have to change the way I spend my time. That's why you want to be covered. You want God to, a higher power, to take control, guide my steps. Please take the will. Keep me barren if that's, keep me barren. Because I can wait. Ain't nobody in a rush, honey. Ain't nobody in a rush. I can wait my next life to have children. My next life. My last life. No. I said my last life. Listen, that's the thing. It's so many lives to live. But in that exaggeration, like, let it be the last one. It's all right. It's okay. Like, there's too many children in the world. I can get that adrenaline rush. I can get all that from them. I can wait, please. Like, it's all right. Lord knows my heart. He knows my soul. So please keep it that way. Don't allow me to stray left and stray right. Don't allow me to stay lost and go to sleep and be sucked into a delusion and be delusional. Like, don't, Father. Don't do it to me. Don't allow it. Keep me, Father. Keep me. Because you never know these tactics these demons have possessed. Like, they've been doing this for so many years, so many lives, time. No. Mm-mm. You want to be covered. You want to have God on your side. You want to have God working for you, to keep you from that. Because we know when we find someone we like, we can start thinking about a future with them, like, oh, because it's natural, right? You're liking someone. It already takes a lot to like someone. So it's like, oh, I like this feeling. I want more of this feeling. So in that sort of world, in that sort of feeling, it opens up other things, right? It opens up your heart, your mind, what could be, what is, what's possible. Not saying that this person is the one, not saying that you think they're the one, but it's just like, wow, this feels nice. If only this person was this or this person was that, still not the one, but you become delusional. Well, and all this and all that, and it's just like, but they're not the one. And that's when you don't settle, because it's just like, yeah, it feels okay, but it could be better. It's all right. You could be choosy. You could be picky. That's the whole point. That's what you need to be. Because you don't want to be one of those individuals later on in your life where it's just like, oh, I settled for this person. What? You don't want to be receiving that. You don't want to be on the receiving end of it. Oh, well, she never was my actual preference. It just, I wasn't so choosy. Yeah, I'll stay choosy. Let's all stay choosy, please. Let's stay picky. Pick what you like, pick what you love. If they don't check all boxes, keep it moving. Because if those clearly that box exists because it matters to you. And if they were not checking all boxes, that means that they're not for you and they're not your preference. There's something about them that you don't prefer. Something about them that you don't like. You don't love. You can't get jiggy with it. But that's who they are. That's what they have. That's what they do. So what, you're going to make the person change? You're going to force them to? That's not the way. Keep it moving, buddy. Keep it moving. That's where they invented dating apps. Now you got people lying on dating apps saying, this is what I'm looking for. So now the person knows what you're looking for. And now they present themselves, this demon. In Gotham. Yeah. They present themselves exactly on what they know you're looking for. So now there's this thing where you can't even tell people what you're looking for. Because they will mold themselves into it. They're great actors. See, I'm not a great actor. Now, if I'm able to be me in a story and me in a movie, then I'm great. Because I'm great. But I'm not no great actor. I'm not going to act any way other than myself. Because it's not normal to. Yeah. But yeah, these people are great actors and they're not even getting paid for it. Well, actually they are getting paid for it by what you reward them with. Now they're in your home. Now they're in your bed. Now they got your body. Now they're playing with your kids. Now they got keys to your home. Now they're driving your car. Now they're eating off your food, eating off your table, taking your money. Yeah, they're getting reward for it, for playing this role. So of course they're not going to stop. Not in Gotham. You better be covered. You better be covered. You better use your discernment. You better use your instinct. You better allow God to control your life and guide your steps. You better allow your soul to guide you. Yeah, all that. You better. Stop leading with the flesh. Stop it. Stop leading with your eyes. Stop it. We're too grown for that. No wonder why your children is coming out worse than you are. You're not even teaching them because you don't even follow that. Dang, I'm literally becoming an elder, like physically and spiritually. Like I'm getting older and I'm spiritually evolving. Like I'm really becoming an elder out here. Teaching these people, like, stop playing with me. Teaching my nations. I'm teaching my children, okay? I'm teaching my babies. I'm doing the thing. Like, what are you doing? What the hell are you doing? Pause. You ain't got to answer that. We know what you're doing. We know what you're doing with your time. Nah, this is not humorous. This is serious. You won't be laughing when God judges you. You won't be laughing when my Father judges you. No, you won't. No, you won't. I'm just forewarning you, like, let's reflect now. Let's reflect on the truth, on important topics that we need to bring up that we may not want to always hear because it's dark and it's low, but we have to because it's dark and low. It's dark and low here. You're dark and low. These entities are dark and low. They're among us. They're everywhere. Dylan's in Gotham. Dylan's in Gotham. People talk about, I've heard people say things like, oh, these are, they to call them like alien. This is a, I don't know the name, but saying like certain individuals are aliens, like different forms of aliens. And I'm telling you, look, mind your business about the aliens. When they want to present themselves, they will. You need to just focus on like the evil. Okay, you need to focus on the souls of these people. So I'm trying to wonder what alien is this, and listen, are they evil? Okay. Are they demonic? Okay. Stop eating with them. Stop. Stop allowing them to come in your home. Stop it. Stop making them comfortable. You need to expose them. Stop. Right? I say, okay, I'm maturing. Many ways, but one way I'm maturing is I want to be more intentional. I need to be. I'm going to be. I didn't spend all this time in isolation to go back, in the world when I do or if I need to just not be intentional in a person, place, or thing. Like it doesn't make sense. So, you don't want to waste your time. You don't want to waste energy. You don't want to give your energy out if it's not necessary. Everything around us is trying to make us realize that like your energy is being sucked from you in so many different ways now, so easily and so quickly, that it's just like, whoa, that's reminding me like energy is sacred. you know for some reason they want this energy because every day is hard to keep it. So of course, what can I do? I need to reserve it as much as I can. I need to control it as much as I can. So being more intentional, keeping your eyes open, being more stern with people. Don't just let them like, I don't know, I don't do it, but don't let people like walk all over you. Like meaning don't allow people to lead you like, oh, just follow me. No, 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 no. No, where we going? Like what for what? For what? They're gonna look at you like, girl, if you don't, no, no, girl, no, no. They're gonna look at you and be like, they're gonna recognize you. You see, once they realize you're not that type of soul that they can manipulate, they can mold. You see, they used to think the tactics were the younger the better. No, these younger people are waking up because of me, because of you, because of technology and people speaking and them having this access to it. As long as we keep speaking, the knowledge is out there. Right? We have to do our work, they do their work. We have to teach the youth. Shoot, we got to keep ourselves reminded. so that we could lead. We could be the actual leader without having to ask them to follow us. Nah, we just lead with example. But yeah, you say no, you start asking questions, they're gonna look at you. You know that look. They're gonna look at you almost like they don't know what you look like. Like they're gonna look at you like, wait, who said that? That's you said that. I say, yeah. What? You didn't think I was gonna ask a question? That's when you hear people say, I like you when your mouth is closed. You look more attractive. That's when you run. You run because you see they don't like you. They don't like you, and if you stay, they're gonna only put up with you because you look good to them. But the moment you start being you, they're not gonna like it. They're gonna be like, can you just close your mouth? Can you just not? Can you just listen to me? You don't want to be around someone like that. There are people in this world that are waiting to love you, waiting to, enjoy you, waiting to learn from you, waiting to listen to you, wanting to talk to you. But then you have people that don't want to talk to you, don't want to take care of you, don't want to adore you, don't want to cherish you. And you choose them, you choose to settle for that. When there's people out there's people here right now that actually will care for you. But you settled. You chose the easy route to just stay where you're at, even if it made you uncomfortable, even if it would kill you. Why? Because you chose not to look outside the box? Step out? Why? Who told you to not do that? Who told you to do that? Who's telling you? Who's leading you? You or them? Like, was it you? Was it them? Was it both? Are you holding yourself back? Why? Where is that coming from? Like, why are you so scared? Where is your confidence? Why are you not building yourself up? Who didn't help build you up when you were young? There's so many things. But even regardless if you didn't have it growing up, you can still make that choice because you know better. You know when you're being abused, misused. You know when you're not appreciated. You know when you're not being seen or heard. You know that. It doesn't matter what age you are. Babies even want attention. They crave attention. And when you're not giving it to them, they crave it anymore. They get your attention. They try different tactics. But you in your old age that you are, you're going to tell me that you don't know better? You're going to use excuses and say, well, I didn't have anyone to teach me that? Teach you what? How to speak up for yourself? You know how to speak up for yourself because you have a voice. It's okay to speak up against women, but when men speak to you, it's not okay to speak up to them? No, that tells me you know how to speak up. You just choose not to when it comes to men. Stop playing with me. I don't got time for you. I don't have time for your lies. You see, those type of women are women, when they get around men, they change. They play this part. And so in the face of a man, this woman is the ideal woman. Like, she don't talk back. She's soft. But she come around women, she talky. She's like Gossip Susie. What you mean? She got a dirty mouth on her. What are you talking about? She the bully. Like she be like arguing people down. What are you talking about? She is least from soft. You see, it be the ones you gotta be careful. The strategic actors. You have to be careful with the ones that are very loud. Like, meaning loud in the way that they are. Like, she plays this role that she's soft. On the surface, See, everything's always opposite. People that are usually tough on the surface, quote unquote tough, too serious. Yeah, those are the ones that are softest. But you wouldn't know that. The ones that get to know that is the ones that get to be invited in. They get all the goody, gushy stuff. And then the ones that present themselves all soft on the surface, like when you meet them, that's what you see. They want to make sure that you see, like, yes, like, yes, this is who I am. And like, oh my goodness, I can't get my nails dirty. Whatever. They are the most, let me use a good word for this one. They're just a liar. They're a deceiver. Be careful. You get behind closed doors with them, you start to see all the things that they weren't. Not saying that they're the worst thing. I'm just saying that you thinking, oh, she's soft. She just never talked back and she's the ideal woman trophy type of chick. Nah, bro. She's just a human being. But now you are going to see that when you spend more time with her. When the mask slips, the door closes, she get comfortable. She's just a regular person like me, like you. She has a mouth. She has emotions. She has strength, integrity. She just didn't want to show that part, right? Because she wanted to play a front. She wanted to get you, right? She like, look, I got you, I'm ready to go. She want to make sure she got you, trap you, or he. You get it? That's how a lot of people are, in Gotham. They like, ooh, I want him. Ooh, I want her. So I'm going to do everything that I know I can. You see, playing this role. They call it many things. They call it stage like that. They say it's see, I can't think of it. But pretty much when someone's trying to win you over, that's it. They will, once they win you over, that's it. They will stop all that gushy stuff. They will stop all that, yeah, like this and that. Like, I'll do this, I'll do that, we're going to do this, we're going to do... All that stops. There's a word for it. But it's pretty much like they manipulate you into thinking that this is who they were. But it was a trap, you see? Not everyone is like that, I have to tell you. I know it's scary, but in Gotham, but I have to tell you, not everyone is like that. And I believe that because I want to believe that if there are certain people that will do things for you, like for me, I like to do things for people. I'm a giver naturally. I'm not a taker. I don't really want nothing. Even if I need something, I won't ask for it. So what I'm saying is that there are people that literally what you see is what you'll get, right? And what you're getting now, you're always gonna get, because that's just who we are. But there's a lot of people, they're not that way, right? They're not who you think they should be. They're not always like, they're not like us, right? Where it's like they just happen to be who they should be or what you'd want in a person. No, they're the opposite. It's like the entity, the demon. They know they're not good for nothing. They know they're a pile of bricks. They know they're manure, And so they will present themselves all clean, nice, presentable, fine, and, puff your head up with all these things that they could do for you. They maybe even can afford it. They have all this money. So you see, yeah, they're good on paper. Everything looks great. But that's the thing. Yeah, they got all this money. They weren't going to spend it on you. because it's the soul of that person. I spoke about this in another live. The purest heart live. Money's not gonna change anything if the person's soul is not a giving soul. They could be a trillionaire. They could be the most richest person in the world. If they're not a giving person, they're not gonna give not 1 cent of their money. So with these entities, yeah, they look good on the surface because they're playing this game. They're manipulating. They've been doing this for decades, for centuries, for lifetimes. It's a soul in this body. Yeah. Playing this role. Him or her playing these roles. It's rare, but it's possible. It's still believable. There are still people because I exist, you know. I could be one out of the world, but there is some people I still have hope in someone other than me. Like that's why I'm not out in the world. Like God makes sure, like whatever He's done to me, like whatever He's doing, He's keeping me. You know, He's keeping me because the world don't deserve you, not just anyone. But I believe there is more people out there. They're just probably not out there, right? They're keeping their self reserved. They're starting to realize, like, come on, like, nah, I ain't gonna go for this. You know, I've been out in the world to see a little bit. Okay, that's enough for me. I'm gonna keep myself reserved and healthy and sane. That's it. Like, it doesn't take us to continue being in the world to see the same thing and again and again and again. It's like, nah, like, I'm good. I will wait. I will make a vow. I will keep myself together. Please, leave me alone. Like, just let me be. Please. Thank you. I don't want you. No. So, yeah, there's people that what you see, what you get is what you'll always receive. But that is rare. That's true. That is very true. Judging from what I see, like there's more of the other type of entity than there is of someone that's really solid. You know, and that's very unfortunate. It really is. It's unfair too because it's not a even amount. Like it's not an even thing where your chances of getting someone solid because you're solid. No, that's why you want to be covered. You want to wait and let God bring people into your life and not always think to control it and jump on these apps or say yes to the first person that shows you attention. No. No. And on top of that, I hope that you allowed your spirit to judge this person. Like if you're gonna say yes to if you're gonna say yes to that person, the first time you're meeting them or whatever, okay, I hope your spirit confirmed it. Like I hope you led by your spirit. Like you felt some type of connection. Not that they look good and they were saying sweet things in your ear and they look good on paper. No. Did you feel compatible with this person? Meaning, was your spirit open? Did you talk? Did you have conversation? What was the energy like? Listen, the energy has nothing to do with conversation. When it was silent, what did you feel? Did you feel connected? Did you not? Yeah. Come on, we ain't gotta be in energy class 101. Like, you know this. You know. Because you be quick, these women be quick to be like, yeah, her energy wasn't right. She got an attitude, but the girl didn't even say nothing. So there you go. So use that same energy with the men. Let's not play stupid. Let's not play like, oh, when it comes to men, we forgot or we don't know how to feel the energy or like, stop it. Because women brag so much about about how we're so we have this intuition and you know again, I'm a woman, so I'm gonna speak for women. But these are men too. Men are the same way, but I'm just saying out of men, there's the women that are big on, oh, we have this intuition about us where we just know things. Okay, so what's up? Like, let's not be hypocrites. You know. So I would hope that you allowed your spirit to guide you and not your flesh moving forward, right? Evolving in our older age. Like, stop playing with me. Like, I would be a fool being celibate and abstinent and keeping myself to myself for so many years to go back out into the world to leave with my flesh. I mean, let it be both. You know what I'm saying? That's a bonus. Like, you actually feel attracted to this person. They look attracted to you from the flesh, and then also your spirit is like interested. Okay, and you know that your spirit is interested because it's like you're open with this person. You feel like you feel it, the invitation, right? That both of us are open. Both of us are interested. You just know. You just know. You understand me? You just feel it. You just know it. There's no better feeling. And it's rare. And it doesn't always happen. So when it happens, you're just like, oh, you can't let this pass. You're going to say yes. You're not going to say no. You're going to say, okay. It's definitely okay. But you ain't going to be a no. So, in Gotham, only in Gotham, and I'll leave it there.